Now, from tackling stubborn stains to neutralising unpleasant odours, the humble lemon is all you need to make your home sparkle.
Nancy Birtwhistle is here to show us how it's done. For such a simple, humble fruit, it has amazing properties.
Where would we be without lemon? I brought you a lemon drizzle cake.
Amazing.
Can't wait, I've ordered a coffee.
But rather than discard those lemons, I've held on to them and I've got lots of tips to show you. But first of all, I just wanted to explain. Often it's a myth that, especially if you start eco-cleaning, green cleaning, you want to do away with those harmful chemicals. And so many people say to me, oh, yes, I'm using bicarbon lemon juice, but it doesn't really do very much. And if I just demonstrate to you here, if you have, say, a little sprinkle of bicarbonate of soda there, I'm going to squeeze over lemon juice. And when you first start your eco journey, you think, oh, that looks good.
Yeah, it looks powerful.
That's good, I'll get using that. But in actual fact, all that's happening here is a chemical reaction. And what we've got is, this is alkaline, this is acid, and the two come together and they fight like mad.
Yeah.
And cancel each other out.
Right.
So all you're left with is carbon dioxide coming off and water and an inert salt, sodium citrate.
Wow.
So it does
Nothing.
Nothing at all?
Nothing.
OK.
But on their own, they're fantastic.
OK.
So first of all, I just thought I'd talk about storing lemons. So you get your bag of lemons home, you maybe use one for a recipe or your lemon drizzle cake or whatever.
Your G&T.
Or your G&T or your Sharon's Martini.
Oh, yeah.
And you leave these in your vegetable rack, and then, especially as the weather's warming up, when you look again, they're maybe gone a bit hard. At worst, I've had one covered in green mould.
Yeah.
Whereas, if you pop them in a jar, cover them with water and pop them in the fridge, I refresh the water every Saturday. It's my Saturday job.
You do.
But these lemons will keep for weeks. I kept one for 13 weeks.
Really?
Yeah.
No way.
Just by keeping them
But it has to be
water.
airtight as well.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah. You want a
Airtight,
sealed
covered in
jar.
water. OK.
And if after, 13 weeks is extreme, and the lemon did go a bit soft, but all you need to do is leave it out on your work surface for an hour or so, and that skin will firm up, and then you can grate it again.
Yeah, the Prime Minister didn't last that long.
That's brilliant. Neither did that lemon
No,
cake.
it's delicious.
Right, so moving on. I've got lemons here again. Now, I'm phasing out any plastic chopping boards in the kitchen and going back to wood. But the thing is, you don't really want to be soaking a board because it can warp and crack. Definitely don't put them in the dishwasher. But if they get a bit pongy...
Especially if you slice garlic.
Yeah, anything like that. Half a lemon, dipped in salt, and you've got a cleaner and scourer. And this will, neutralise any odour, get rid of any bugs and germs, and then a wipe down and just leave it to dry.
So you squeeze on the lemon juice.
I'm squeezing the lemon as well.
Salt.
Dip it in the salt. That's a sort of scourer.
Yeah.
And it's antibacterial as well.
Yes, because it's a mild acid.
Brilliant.
Brilliant.
So OK.
So that look after your boards.
Yeah.
Now then, I tend to use spent lemons. These are all brand new lemons, but I would save mine up. And I've got here a couple of halves, bowl of water. Now, when it comes to your microwave, if something's splattered all over in there, or if you've maybe heated something, maybe a curry, something like that,
strong flavour.
you open the door and you think, oh, God, that's knocking me back. All you need to do is bowl of water.
With your spent lemons in.
With my spent lemons in, 2 or 3 minutes, till you see that water bubbling. Leave the door closed, and that lemon steamy
Stuff.
vapour will soften any burnt-on bits, any cooked-on bits, and it'll also neutralise any odour.
Nice.
So then you can open your door, wipe it all down. Fabulous.
And does it all come off fairly easily?
And it all comes off fairly easily.
OK.
And I've got another couple of lemons here. Put them in a little bag. Close the bag so we don't lose any pips. Clean your dishwasher.
Oh.
So whether you've got pots in or not, just
So you can stick them in with the pots?
Yeah, throw that in, and it'll just help to freshen things up.
Nice, like
Shine your
that.
glasses, that sort of thing.
Great idea. Great.
Now then, the iron. If you live in a hard water area like me, and you tend to use tap water, which you shouldn't do, because what will happen is you'll be ironing your best white blouse.
Yeah.
And then what will happen is you'll start to get brown marks. And you think, well, what's happening here? And what it is, it's lime scale build up in your iron. But you can descale it yourself. And all you need to... Usually, the water cavity in a steam iron is about 250 mils. So you just need lemon juice, 125 mils of lemon juice, literally half and half, water and lemon juice, into there. And then pour that into your steam iron. I think we've got a bit of footage of one that I did at home. Poured it into the iron because I knew mine needed doing. Turn it on until you see the steam coming out.
Yeah.
And then lay it on an old towel.
That you don't mind if it comes with a few
That you don't
stains and
mind.
stuff.
I did mine over the sink, but look at that.
Oh, that's it all dripping out.
That's all. And then
so
keep
satisfying,
going.
Nancy.
Do it again with clear water. The same thing. And you've descaled your iron.
Wow.
Love it.
What water should you be using in there then?
Do you get ionised water?
Well, you could distilled water. You can actually buy ironing water. I use Mother Nature's free distilled water, which is rainwater.
So you fill it from outside?
Fill it from outside, boil it up, strain it to get any debris out of it. I put a few lavender buds in mine to perfume it.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Great.
Lovely.
Kettles.
Kettle, here's another one. If you live in a hard water area, you're probably going to get a lime scale build-up in your kettle.
Yeah,
Whether you can
classic.
see that. Yeah. And again, I save up I'll even put a few in the freezer if I haven't got enough to do. And then usually about 4
I can't imagine you ever don't have things to do, though, Nancy.
do you know, it's
Saturday she changes the lemons.
but it's become my life.
Yes.
It's addictive in a really good, feel-good way. So 4 lemon halves in there, fill it with water, bring it to the boil, leave it all night. And then the next morning, boil it up again, tip away that water, and your kettle will be gleaming.
Really?
Brilliant.
Yeah,
Oh,
because some of
Easy.
the lime scale removing products contain really bad chemicals. Oh yeah, there's mine I'm doing at home. Look.
So you can see them bubbling away. You leave them overnight. Do it again.
Okay, let's move over
I love the idea
too.
of it coming out
Being
gleaming.
so simple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now this is call me
Mm.
genius.
Genius.
Whoa.
This, you see, if you've got a mixer tap, any tap really, and especially with these mixers that come out in a sort of, you know, and if they start coming out in funny directions, it's
the
probably
lime scale?
Leave that overnight, and we've sorted the problem.
That'll go just by
How
a
good
little
is that?
elastic band with a half of a...
No elbow grease, no nothing. Just stick on your lemon.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That is amazing. We've got some questions for you as well. Let's do these questions if we can. Kate says, how can I whiten my lace napkins? I'm scared to wash my white lace cotton napkins as they're so delicate. The colour is starting to look a little faded. Is there anything I can do to whiten them?
Lemons.
Lemons work?
Yeah, lemon juice. Lemon juice in a little bowl, say like this.
Yeah.
If you've only just got a few napkins, half lemon juice, half water, and I'd put a sprinkle of salt in there.
Yeah.
Dabble them around and then just leave them to drip dry in the sun. They'll dry stiff, but then you rinse them. But the sun and the lemon juice will just whiten them.
Love it.
Did you ever put lemon juice in your hair?
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
So
I
it does
even
the
do it
same
to my
thing?
little boys sometimes.
Do you?
Yeah, sometimes. When we're on holiday, I don't even tell them I'm doing it. Just so they look like surfer dudes.
Lemon
right.
juice and bleach.
30 seconds of this one then.
Right.
White marks on my new pan. I bought a new stainless steel pan. After one use, it got white marks on it. How can I get rid of them without scratching it?
Yes, they're mineral deposits. Rub over with a lemon, they'll come off.
Is there anything you can't do without with a lemon?
I would
Not squeeze
not
it in your
use
eye.
it with bicarb.
Oh, don't use it with bicarb.
Yeah,
that's the
because
one thing you must do. It sort of
waste
negates
time.
it.
Yeah.
Waste of time.
Thank you, Nancy. Absolutely brilliant ideas there. Brilliant.
I think we should mark it.
hello. Gina.
Thank you for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. We upload tons of new content every single day. So hit the subscribe button, like all the videos, and don't miss out. We'll see you in the morning.